Okay, a very young-looking Dave Bing back in 1986 on this program. An ongoing project to improve early childhood education recently got another boost with the awarding of $1.5 million in grants to Head Start agencies in the Tri-County area. The Head Start Early Childhood Innovation Fund is a 5-year collaborative effort to support young children and their families enrolled in Head Start and early Head Start programs. Joining me now to talk more about the project is Katie Brisson of the Community Foundation for Southeast Michigan, which administers the funds for the project. She's joined by Waymond Hayes from Focus Hope, Head Start, and Kellie Napper of Southwest Solutions Thrive by 5 program. Welcome to American Black Journal.
Thank you.
Yeah. So talk about this fund. What will we see this fund sort of doing? $1.5 million. That sounds like a lot. I would argue you need 10 times as much in the city of Detroit.
Right. So Stephen, we were really excited 3 years ago when 8 foundations came together to create this fund. And at that point, Detroit's Head Start system had just been rebid by the federal government with new agencies named to run Head Start. So in 2016, they also rebid Head Start in Western Wayne County and Oakland County. So all 8 foundations came back to re-up for support of this fund, plus 2 new foundations joined us, and we're focused on the entire Tri-County area, which is serving 9,000 children.
Yeah, that's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And the idea, of course, is to expand the availability and the support for Head Start, right?
Right, so we want to really support these, the wonderful agencies doing this work in implementing the new model of Head Start well. So the new model has more full-day slots for working parents. It has more emphasis on kids, young kids, 0 to 3. So pregnant women can show up and sign up for Head Start. But there's work to be done. There's a gap. We need more teachers and classroom aides in the system. So we just this week launched our Work With Us section of DetroitHeadStart.com, where all the agencies are posting job openings. So there's still work ahead of us, but it's a good opportunity. Yeah.
Waymond, at Focus Hope, of course, you're dealing with the family aspect of this, right? You guys have adults there who are there for any number of services, including job training, which I think is one of the most important things you guys do. But then you're also dealing with the children that those adults have. So this program really sort of coalesces around the very mission.
Yes, at Focus Hope, we deal with pregnant moms, so we have a doula program, and a focus on the peer-to-peer support, dealing with mom as she works through the trimesters of the pregnancy. We also have the Early Head Start and Head Start program that really work with the children to help them get kindergarten ready. And in each one of these programs, we use the 2-generational approach that really focus on working with the parents. The father, we have a men in motion group that will deal with the fathers as well as the mothers.
Yeah, and this focus on that 2-generation issue, I mean, I think that's really important because you're not going to move kids ahead if their parents are struggling or left behind.
Yes. 3 areas of focus through Focus Hope is the career, community, and the food program. And through our workforce development program, we really enhance the parents' lives by encouraging them to participate in different aspects of that program and give them support.
Talk about Thrive by 5, what that is, and how it will benefit from this money.
Well, Thrive by 5 is a Head Start program, Early Head Start and Head Start, where we service children's birth to 5 and again pregnant moms, like Mr. Hayes said. And we have different program options, full-day program options and part-day program options. And a benefit of the Innovation Fund from the Community Foundation Fund is that we are able to employ extra teachers in the classroom for those classrooms that may have a high number of children that may have challenging behaviors or children with disabilities. So we were able to employ paraprofessionals in our classrooms through the Community Foundation grant.
Talk about the neighborhoods that you guys service and the kinds of challenges that you see there and the extent of need. I'll start with you at Southwest Solutions.
Well, we service in the Southwest Detroit area a high population of Latino and Hispanic community, and the challenges that we may face is with some of our families is the undocumentation of them trying to get enrolled in our program. So we do have our social services aspect part of the program where they help them to become documented families on paper to help them get enrolled. But we also empower the families as well as asking them to volunteer, and then we, by volunteering, you know, empower them to become more productive citizens.
Southwest, of course, is I feel like a more stable part of the city than other parts of the city, but but it still, as you pointed out, has families who have real challenges. Talk about the sort of intergenerational nature of that, working with parents and with kids to try to sort of move forward.
So working with the families, the parents and the children, we do a lot of parent workshops, you know, and we tell the families, the parents, that they are their child's first teacher. You know, they are the first.
The most important thing.
Yes,
the most remember, right?
the most important thing and most important aspect of their children's lives. So we provide them with workshops and different trainings to give them those hands-on experience so that they can help support their children at home.
What about Focus Hope? I know you guys are servicing the entire city and region, really. But what are you guys seeing?
Over there at Focus Hope, we provide service on the northwest side for the Head Start and Early Head Start and doula program. Through our Hope Village Initiative program, we do the two-generation approach. We're really providing services to the whole entire family through educational programs. Some of the challenges that we face is facilities. That's a huge issue, not only in our area, but also in the city of Detroit. A lot of mental health issues because we have a lot of trauma with child dealing with issues that's dealing from home, or mom had an issue never been resolved that trickle down to the child. So we try to use different means of training and other support through community partnerships to really support the family.
The facilities issue, you mean facilities to host Head Start program?
Yes, right now we service over 200 children in our facilities, and we have room for more children in our area to house more children. So we have a huge wait list. Some areas in the city of Detroit and other programs don't have facilities in that area at all. At all. So a lot of children have to walk to school or find means of transportation, where you have facilities that can't get licensed, or owners that don't have the funding to even build it up to them.
Katie, as you listen to them talk, I mean, as you said, there's still a lot of work to do.
Yes.
We're not quite there.
There's still a lot of work to do, but so facilities is a good example. It is a significant issue, and even with the Innovation Fund, we can't solve all those issues, but one thing we did do last year was bring in the person from DC who wrote the new guidelines for facilities for Head Start, came and we did a session with all the Head Start agencies in the Tri-County area, and it was really helpful for folks to understand how they can access more federal money to upgrade facilities. So we're trying to find solutions there.
Is there any worry about, with the new administration in Washington, the talk about cutting back on government spending and doing it in a pretty indiscriminate way, not looking at the quality of the program or the importance? I mean, is there a worry that Head Start could be a casualty of some of this?
Yeah, so I think it's too soon to tell. I think there's a lot of unknowns right now, but what we do know is there were just new best standards approved just last year for Head Start. That was a very long process. And so we're hopeful that since that just happened, there won't be too many changes soon. But we also know the best thing we can do is demonstrate how Head Start is good for the children and the families, but also our economy, because it is helping them, the parents, be able to go to work and be productive citizens too. I
mean, at Focus Hope, that worry goes beyond Head Start. I know, to the job training, the other things that you guys do. You rely a lot on funding, not just at the federal level, but also more even at the state level, right?
That is true. That is a worry, but like Katie said, it's too soon to really, we don't know, but we still go on as business as normal and just try our best to service the families through different funders that we have.
Can you give me an idea of what we would need, not just dollar figure wise, but support wise in other ways, to really fully fund what we need in terms of Head Start in this area? Tough question.
So that's a tough question. So I don't know if we have a dollar amount, but I will say there's been a lot of good work done in this community in the last few years. You know, Head Start is a kind of the building block for everything else in the early childhood system. So we know the Kresge Foundation, the Kellogg Foundation has its new Hope Starts Here initiative, which is terrific. And part of why they continue to invest in this is we're all learning day to day what the issues are on the ground in this system that should inform other things. So part of that work, though, has been IFF did do a scan of how many kids are there that could access services, and I want to say it was about 30,000 kids that could potentially need Head Start services. So we have 9,000 slots we're talking about. I mean, that's part of this. If we can demonstrate we're working effectively, we're hopeful we can get more slots approved.
Right.
I mean, that's part of the goal of this, is that foundations aren't going to be able to carry this forever, but if we could attract more federal dollars, that would be great.
Yeah. And how many more slots do we need approximately in the?
I don't have the number off the top of my head, but I want to say it was 30,000 kids that were identified that could use these. And we have, you know, 9,000 in the Tri-County area.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So there's a need.
Well, and this is a small step toward toward filling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Congratulations, and thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.